Choose your character.
Now it's time to get everything welded. As you saw in the beginning of the video, this card is pretty simple. So I just have to lay out these 4 pieces of material, get them measured out. I also have to make sure that all the angles are correct and the diagonal measurement is perfect. These 4 welds are called butt joints, and since I will be placing a wheel right on top, I'll not be using any filler wire, but I will be using filler wire on the other side. Right now is a great time to check if everything is level. If it isn't level, I should be hearing a clinky clanky metal sound, but I think that is pretty great. Of course, I'm not finished welding. I still need these inside corners right here, but I think it's going to be alright. I've also made the decision to only weld these inside corners and not these butt joints, because the machine this frame will be used for, or this card will be used for, has to be flush against this bottom lip right here. I'll be skipping these welds and doing these. Alright, before starting the weld, I'll just quickly explain why I used this MK14 cup for the outside corner joints, and why I'll be using this MK5 cup for the inside corners. When TIG welding, you will typically use a shielding gas called argon. This argon gas is shielding the weld from oxidation. But when you have an outside corner joint, like this one right here, the gas wants to spread apart. It wants to disappear from the weld joint. That's why we need a bigger cup to give more coverage. But the main downside of welding cups this big is that you can't reach far into a corner. Therefore, for corner joints, you would generally use a smaller cup, because the gas is kept in the joint like water in a river. And another great thing about these smaller cups is the price. The big ones are pretty expensive, these are cheap. Let's get welding. Oh well, I did dip the tungsten once, I guess. And since I've heated a lot right there on the inside, I'll just have to grind off the oxidation on the outside. Alright, last thing I need to make or put on this little frame right here are the wheels. Galvanization plus welding equals very bad stuff. and bad smoke. I'll just have to grind off some of the galvanization and just weld a tiny portion at a time. And keep in mind, the total load that this frame will experience on a day-to-day basis is about 80 kilos, so 20 kilograms per wheel. And I weigh about 90 kilos and it holds up pretty well. Alright guys, that is gonna have to be the end of today's video. It is extremely late. It's 12 o'clock and I have work at 6 in the morning, so I better get going to bed. But before I leave you, I would politely ask you guys to subscribe to my channel, because it's a lot of work doing these projects. And if you would like to see more content like this, please write it down in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. Bye bye guys, see ya!